Hello, today is 6/22 of 24, and I am back with another video on what I eat in a day on my keto journey. I have not eaten yet. It is after 3 o'clock. Um, I think I'm hungry. I want to make sure that I am getting enough nutrients in today, so I'm going to eat. I feel like once I start eating, then it's gonna kind of make me want to eat. So I am making a hamburger. It'll actually be a cheeseburger with provolone cheese, but I am going to make bread for it. So I'm going to use the Wonder Bread Chaffle recipe to make a bun, essentially, for my burger. The last time I made Chaffles, I burnt them, and they weren't good at all, and I had to throw it all out. So I'm hoping this time it goes better. I've got my waffle maker heating up. I need 1 tablespoon of, here's my tablespoon, of almond flour. And I'm just going to put it into a bowl, and it just says to blend it together. So I should probably use a knife to level this off because I want to make sure I get the right measurements. I don't want to have another disaster. It seems like every one of my things, almost, it's not true, I know, but it feels like every one of my attempts at things has kind of been a failure. All right, and then I need a teaspoon of water, so I'm going to grab that from my sink. And I need 1 egg. And I'm going to need a tablespoon of mayonnaise. Okay, and then what else do I need? Oh, a pinch of salt and 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking powder. So, just gonna get myself a pinch of salt. And then my baking powder, I need 1/8 of a teaspoon. Okay. So this is supposed to make 2 chaffles, 2 small ones. And I have a 2 chaffle, well, it's actually waffle, a 2 waffle maker, so I should be able to cook these at the same time. I'm trying to just kind of make sure there are no big lumps in there. All right, I think that looks good. And I'm going to try to pour half into each side. I doubt that I will be successful, but we'll see what happens. I find that I say that a lot. We'll see what happens. Okay. I feel like it's going to be too, it's not enough. I didn't feel like it kind of covered the rise ups or it went in, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like it's not going to be enough, but that's okay. We'll just see if it's successful, see if I like it. I can adjust it later. On my burger, like I said, I'm going to have some provolone cheese and some tomato and some ketchup, and that's really all I'm going to have on my burger. So I don't have anything else really to get ready except to slice up my tomato. Okay, so that cooked really fast, and this is what I'm talking about. There's these holes. I don't know how I'm going to be able to use that as a bun. So I might just put it in my pan or in my bowl and kind of just eat it with everything else. Okay, I'm going to try and take it out without ruining it. And by it, I mean my I think they might need to cook just a smidge longer. I'm just gonna leave them in for like 30 more seconds, but I want to be careful because last time I burnt my chaffles. So I do want to make sure that I'm being careful about that. And I'll grab my cutting board and my tomato. And I changed my mind. I'm gonna use mayonnaise instead of ketchup. Okay, so take these out. Turn off my maker. And then I am gonna just try it. I just want to know what it tastes like by itself. I feel like it's gonna be eggy. It tastes like scrambled eggs. It does. It just tastes like scrambled eggs. So I'll eat it with my burger. I don't want it to go to waste, and I do like egg, with my burger, so that will be okay. It's just not, it doesn't meet my expectations. All right, so I've got my burger here, and I was going to use provolone, but then when I went looking for my provolone, I didn't have it. So I'm using smoked Gouda, and just going to, I did try again the chaffle after it had cooled down, just to see if it changed the taste enough, and no, it just really tastes exactly like scrambled eggs. Like what do I want to say? Like hotel scrambled eggs. So, it obviously has like extra fillers in, and that's what hotels do. So they don't have to use like as many eggs, right? So they add fillers in. Which it's not terrible. Like it's not like it tastes bad or anything. It tastes like scrambled eggs. Okay, and then my tomato, which since I'm not eating it on a bun, I should probably chop up because it'll just make it easier to eat. Okay, so I'm just gonna get that on there, and then I will eat it with a knife and fork. It is 7:30 and I'm really not hungry. I am going to eat more because I know that I should, but it's not going to be a lot, and hopefully I make it through it. I'm going to eat my protein first. So I'm going to have half a cup of 2% cottage cheese, and then I've got a quarter cup of sunflower kernels. The sunflower kernels actually do sound good. Like I feel like I could eat them, but I want to get some more protein in. So I'm going to eat my cottage cheese first. So that's all I'm going to eat today because I'm really, like I said, I'm not very hungry. So let's take a look at how my day turned out. My first meal today was 655 calories, so that's why I wanted to make sure I got a little bit more in me. With my second meal, I did get up to 925, which I'm not sure how healthy that is, but it's just one day, so like I feel okay about that. If it were every day, then I would start to be concerned about not getting enough nutrition. So my protein is only 60, which makes sense because I didn't eat a ton today, and that is why I'm having the cottage cheese so that I could, kind of bump that up. So my evening meal is 18 grams of protein. My sodium also isn't very high, which is another reason I was excited to have the sunflower kernels. Just I was going through my mind of all these things that like I could eat, and just nothing sounded appetizing at all. And then when I was like, sunflower kernels, I was glad for that because I know that my sodium is low today. So I'm going to need to make sure that tomorrow it's not also low, right? So like one day, okay, but if it's going to continue, then that could be a problem. So I'm not real happy with the sodium. You know what? I will add some sodium. I just thought of this. I will add some sodium to the drink that I have at night. I have either a body armor or some sugar-free lemonade, and I mix in that some magnesium and potassium. I'll also add some salt in there to help get that up a little bit higher too. My net carbs are 10. Again, I really just did not eat very much today, so that makes complete sense. So that was my day today. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.